Alright, here we go folks, patch 1.08 for Mass Effect Andromeda. Finally, after long stretches of silence, BioWare has provided some details on what we can expect next from the game. Today, on June 6th, 2017, BioWare published the notes for the upcoming patch through a blog post, and it's got all of the information you need. Weirdly, there is still no ETA on when we can expect to download the patch, but it's looking like it will be sometime soon. So, let's go through the patch notes and highlight the biggest improvements. The most significant addition that patch 1.08 will bring is an improved character creator. Here is how BioWare described the improvements in the blog post. We have expanded the options available in the character creator, giving you greater control over your rider's appearance. 2 new heads were added, 1 male and 1 female, as well as a new complexion option and a greater range of available skin tones. We also unlocked all hairstyles for both sexes and added a new bald option. For players wanting to adjust their look mid-game, we added the ability to change your character's appearance on board the Tempest. And for fans of Alec Ryder's iconic appearance, you can now choose to keep the default Alec, rather than having his appearance be based on your custom rider. The addition of a complexion option is actually a really big one for me. The preset that I chose for my character had all these pores on him and I didn't like that, but unfortunately I couldn't change that since the complexion originally comes with the preset. Every preset has their own complexion and you cannot change it, but with this new patch, it looks like that will all change. Furthermore, the addition of more hair options is definitely nice. That's something that I felt Andromeda didn't offer enough of. It's also good to see that they're adding the option to change your character's appearance mid-game. It's a bit immersion breaking, but it's definitely better than having to start over again just to change your character's appearance. Now here's my big concern. They don't mention anything about adding more options to modify the little individual facial features. One of the most frustrating things about Mass Effect Andromeda's character creator is that the shape and size of things like the eyebrows, nose, eyes, and mouth are tied to a preset. So if you like the eyebrows of one preset but the eye shape of another, you can't mix and match them because they're all tied to their respective presets. You're essentially stuck with whatever set of facial features your selected preset has, which kinda sucks. Furthermore, if you do like the eyes of a preset but think they're too big, there is no option to change the size of the eyes. A lot of the sliders in Andromeda's character creator mostly deal in position and depth and things like that, but not much else. I found that the 2 facial features with the most options are the mouth and the nose, since you actually have some semblance of control over not just their position, but also their size. However, even with the nose and mouth, you can't change their general shape, because again, the shape of the facial features in Andromeda is tied to a preset. It is not possible to mix and match. That's sort of the biggest problem that I was hoping the improved character creator would fix, but based on the wording of the patch notes, it doesn't look like that will happen. The ability to modify a preset's complexion is neat, the additional hair options is really cool, but as someone who is more focused on the minute facial details who wanted to modify those to a greater degree, this patch seems a little disappointing in that regard. I hope I'm wrong and that this is all a misunderstanding, but the patch notes really just don't talk anything about things like additional options for being able to change the shape of the eyes and the mouth and the eyebrows and the nose and things like that. So all I can assume is that that stuff has been left untouched. So that's it for character creator, and next up we have the second big addition that patch 1.08 makes to Mass Effect Andromeda. And it's something that I don't think too many people asked for, but it's there anyway. Male riders can now pursue Jaal as a romance option. BioWare details several important reasons for this change in the following statement. Scott Ryder did not have a same-sex squad mate available as a romance option, nor could the achievement for completing 3 romances be achieved with only male same-sex partners. And as the Angara have expressed their fluidity in how they perceive gender, it seemed only natural that Scott would have a relationship with Jaal. However, we understand that a character's orientation is an important part of what makes them feel real. The relationships with your crew are some of the most beloved and cherished parts of our games, so we wanted to make sure we got it right. We consulted with members of the LGBTQ community, both externally and within our own studios. After carefully considering all feedback, we decided this was an important change to make, and one that made sense for Jaal, Scott, and the Angara. Our writing, editing, and animation teams worked together to ensure this change made sense for Jaal's character, and the result is a relationship we hope feels as fulfilling and memorable for Scott as it does for Sarah. I personally have no feelings over this. If this is a feature that you wanted, then great, there you go. If not, then it's just something you can ignore and, pretend it doesn't exist. This does seem to be coming out of nowhere though, and it's definitely a bit late to the party, but it is what it is. It's whatever. Beyond that, the rest of the patch notes list some bug fixes and rebalances to gameplay, which you can go ahead and read about right now by pausing the video. But in terms of the major additions to the game, patch 1.08 brings an improved character creator and the ability to romance Jaal as male rider. Unfortunately, no additional improvements to animation, character appearance, or cutscenes. At this point, I feel like we're not gonna get any more significant additional improvements in those departments. I feel like these issues are too deeply ingrained into the game's core DNA, and dramatically overhauling these aspects would probably require more time, effort, and resources than this game is worth to BioWare. As I've said before, it's like watching someone trying to fix a broken vase. You could glue it back together really nicely, but the cracks and seams will always show. But who knows, we'll see what happens. BioWare hasn't said that patch 1.08 will be the last. So yeah, there you go. Let us know in the comments below what you think about the improved character creator and the ability to romance Jaal as male rider. Also, if you enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon so that we can remain independent from third-party sponsorship and corporate interference. And to be further updated on all things BioWare, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.